I have the pleasure of introducing you to our newest models, Claude 4 Sonnet and Opus. So we're going to start by talking about what the next level of AI agents looks like. I'll go through new capabilities in the Claude 4 family, and then we'll talk through some practical tips for how to get the most out of Sonnet and Opus. Before we dive deep on Claude 4, I wanted to paint a picture of what we think our next generation agents really look like. We really want Claude to be great at three things. Claude should be able to work alongside you and adapt to the ways you work. Claude should be able to work entirely independently on tasks that require many steps. And in both of these cases, Claude needs to sustain performance over hours of continuous work. Imagine this. You've been assigned a new project to refactor your auth system to support OAuth 2.0. So you decide to work with Claude on this to make faster progress. You might choose to write the requirements and the plan and update the documents, but decide to delegate the implementation to Claude. What is most interesting in this collaborative mode is that we don't envision this being like clear human-AI handoffs. We really want you to be able to work with Claude. So for example, when Claude is reviewing the code base and documents, it might find out that you missed a requirement in your PRD. So Claude should challenge your assumptions, just like working with a great engineer. Together, you can achieve a higher quality outcome faster than you would have on your own. This is what augmentation, not automation, will look like. We do also envision that Claude will be able to operate on tasks like this entirely independently. So take that same refactor and imagine that you just assign the whole thing to Claude. Even without tight human oversight, Claude will create comprehensive plans for the refactor. It will use tools like web search and document search to make sure that it's operating from the most up-to-date information. And it will use your company standards and best practices to write production-ready code. Claude writes tests, recognizes and fixes its mistakes. It can take feedback and remember your feedback so it doesn't make the same mistake twice. So when models work independently like this, we really think trust and communication are paramount. So Claude needs to follow your instructions. It also needs to communicate its decisions with you in a way that you can review them. It needs to be able to adapt to changing inputs and new information. So in both of these examples, Claude would need to work over many hours to complete the task. If you use Claude.ai or Claude Code regularly, you might be familiar with Claude doing in seconds what takes you minutes or hours. But our vision goes beyond that. We want Claude to be able to take on tasks that will take it hours to complete. And we think that when this is possible, it will dramatically expand what AI agents can do. So this is our vision, an AI that works alongside you, builds trust while working independently, and can take on complex tasks that require sustained focus.